Alright, you know how many times I spent trying to do that intro. Anyways, welcome to my channel, Raji, or Roger. This is my first video I've ever made, and I just want to talk about something I think is important, and that's being abused in a relationship, physically or mentally, and, why people choose to stay in these relationships. One of my good friends from LA, has been with this guy for 3 years, and, only recently has it started turning bad, and he started threatening to hit her a lot and hurt her and her family, and he's broken up with her a lot and gotten back with her over and over right after, and he puts her down a lot emotionally. He doesn't make her feel like she can go anywhere in life, and she's in this religion now where women aren't the main, they don't have all the rights and everything, and she's supposed to just, keep her mouth quiet and not say anything, and I think that's really messed up. Just all around, I think it's kind of a bad relationship to be in, and I know she's a really good girl, and I know it's hard to get out of these kind of relationships, even when you have people around you that are trying to help you, like your family and your friends. They might be right, and you might even know they're right, but you're stuck to this feeling of hope. You have hope that the things that they were talking about when you first started dating are going to come true, like traveling and going hiking and seeing the world and having a future and a family. You pray for those things and you want those things to happen. And hope is actually, like, it can be used against us also. I know hope is a great thing to have, but it can also, in this situation, bring us down, because make us see things differently, because we're hoping and we really want this great thing to happen, but in reality it's consistently bad, and it's not getting any better, and it's only getting worse, and hope can really bring you down. And another thing I know is a big problem is the fear of her family. Like, I know she fears ending things with him and him hurting her family, him and his family. They love to go around and, like, I feel like they would impose this feeling like they're gonna do something when I don't really think they are. Like, I feel like she's afraid of them hurting her and her family when it actually isn't gonna happen. I mean, I think he could put her hands on her, and it's definitely a situation that could happen, but I don't think he would come after her family, and she cares a lot about her family, and she doesn't want them to get hurt. So it's a big control thing he uses, is the fear. And I hope one day that she realizes that she's a strong person, and I think she could kick his ass anyways. Yeah, she could. I think if she realized that he's not as scary as she thinks he is, and that she's a strong person, and that she's her own independent person, and she has people who care about her, and friends care about her, who will protect her and stuff like that. So, and I think for people who don't have that, it's harder. It's way harder to get out of these types of situations, and I think everyone is different, but it's it's a hard situation, especially with guilt too. Especially if you just feel like you're betraying that person. Like, here's a situation: what if the person's been hurting you physically or mentally, but they're still loyal, and they still say that they're loyal to you, and you feel bad because you feel like you're ending things, you're not being the loyal one, but they're actually hurting you, and they're treating you poorly. You need to realize that that is not a good situation at all. I mean, you need to realize that if they're treating you poorly, yes, they might be loyal to you, but they're just not treating you right, and that's not cool. You should always be treated right, you should be respected, and you should be cared about in a relationship. And if you're not cared about, if you're not respected, and there's no trust, then you shouldn't be in it. But yeah, so I think if you're ever in an abusive or mentally abusive relationship, you should just really think about getting out of that, because it's only going to get worse, and you need to take care of yourself and be strong, be safe. Peace. This is my first video. Thanks for watching. Alright, like and share it.